Trev. What's the feelings at the end of yesterday? It sort of looked a bit hairy for a while, but then probably ended up being almost as meritorious as a win by the end.
Yeah, a little bit closer probably than what we would have liked, but no, I thought the way we went about it last night was good. We were still positive and got the job done, and that's what we need to do. At some stage it was probably a little bit on my half. I guess it was ugly at stage. I knew it wasn't going to look pretty, but making sure that I knew what my job was to get through the day and was able to do that. So very pleasing that we can go here staying 1-0 up and the series looking really positive.
Was that as tough a stint as you've had at the crease in Test cricket, that little twilight fast bowling, spin bowling?
Yeah, it's up there. I've had some tough moments already throughout, so it's nice to obviously have that experience going into that. Again, it was just making sure I had a clear plan, get in the contest and do the job that was needed. So it was probably much easier being out there than probably watching. It was probably more nerve-wracking being in the sheds, talking to a few of the boys watching, but yeah, again, it was just nice to be out there, nice to do the job again. Nice to obviously get the result that we were able to achieve, I guess.
Travis, so much talk about Steve Smith over here in this series after winning at Edgbaston. How nice was it for you guys to actually get the job done there without him? I mean, and I suppose prove you can do it, the team can do it without him.
Yeah, he's in obviously great nick. He's playing beautifully at the minute, so hopefully he comes good. But obviously Marnus come in and played beautifully. He's been fantastic over here in the county season. Got a lot of hundreds. Wadey got 100 at Edgbaston not long ago. So I think we got guys that are in form. So I think I think it showed without obviously Steve yesterday that we're able to still get the job done, which is a positive. But we know that we've got all the guys in form, guys that are playing well. If that is the case, come a few days' time, it'd be great to still have him. And hopefully he comes good. But I think we've got the batting in the sheds that can do the job.
Did the move change at all when Steve was officially ruled out and you knew you guys would have to go into bat and last a significant amount of time? Did the mood change at all, or was it just?
No, I think it was just job done. No one. This is what it is, really. We got on with it. So again, Marnus is in great form. Showed that again. To come out and do what he did was fantastic. And it was just making sure that each batter had their plan and process and going on that. Didn't really matter on who it was and when it was. It was just making sure that when it was your time to do it, we did it well and were able to do it really well for the period of time that was needed.
Yeah, with Steve, has he still got those quirky animations and stuff?
Yeah, I see him this morning. He said he's feeling much better, so it's a positive. But again, I think the doc's been doing a fantastic job so far on tour with everyone, but we had a busy day, busy week, so I know he's looking after him pretty well. He's in good hands, so hopefully over the next couple of days, rest up and hopefully he comes good. And it's just that process, I guess, that he's got to go through. But he seemed good spirits today on the bus, and he's playing cards again and being his normal self, so it was good to see.
Expectation going to Headingley now that you're going to get more of that short stuff from Joffa, especially it seems that that's going to be a key part of their plan now.
Yeah, they played. Yeah, obviously it was a tactic from both teams throughout this Test match. I guess it'd be depending on the wicket as well. You don't know what you're going to get and expect throughout the game. So, I guess in moments there will be that tactic will come in. Someone gets in, someone batting a long time. There's a long partnership or the tail. So it's definitely a plan that both teams are using. It's a plan that both batting teams will talked about and will have plans to. So if it comes around again, it's expected, and if not, great. Is what it is, really. You can't. You've got to be prepared for it, and I think the guys played it quite well throughout the game. I can't think of a lot of dismissals from it. I think Payne last night, but I think the way that guys went about it was really good. Obviously, Steve was quite positive and played it, and some blokes didn't. So each guy will have their own way of going about it, and it's just one of those things that we've got is a plan, and we've got to find a way of getting around that.
Travis, what did you? Go ahead, Robert.
There's been so much chat on Jofra in particular. What do you think you and Marnus did particularly well yesterday to handle him?
Just got in the contest and just had a clear plan. He bowled well. They've got a lot of class bowlers, so I just think we just had really good clear plans, got in the contest and fought really hard. Like I said, I knew it wasn't going to be pretty. There was going to be some ugly moments. There's some stuff that I was not so happy about in my batting yesterday, and there was some stuff that was really, really good. So just trying to make sure the good stuff's longer and doing it more consistent. But it was just nice to get the job done. He's world class, so you just got to compete as hard as you can against him.
Obviously, fairly dramatic draw last year in Dubai. How do you compare, I suppose, just the group and the confidence levels? Like, do you feel much better place now to keep going?
Yeah, I think that hard being out in the middle, and obviously looking back from Dubai, I think that was a really pivotal moment, for us as a group, but also the conditions that we're playing in, and it's quite similar to here. We hadn't had a lot of success obviously on those sort of wickets, so I think it suits us a lot more over here. But so we're quite confident yesterday going into the day that we could win it at the start of the day, and then obviously Ben played extremely well and put them in a fantastic position. So it was about getting out of the day and getting out of the game and getting here. So we're able to do that. Still a lot of positives to come out of the week, so which is nice. And I think the mood around the group is it's slow. Since that moment it's slowly got better and better and stronger, and we feel like, again, the way we played in Edgbaston and the way we played most of the week this week, that we can compete it and play really good cricket.
Travis, you started pretty fluently both innings at Edgbaston, but it looked a bit more of a struggle at Lords. Was there anything? Was it differences in the pitch or how England were bowling? What was what was making it harder to start?
Yeah, I didn't play too well in the first innings. Still had that. I think I still was in the same mindset I was in Edgbaston. Again, credit to them; they bowled quite well. A little bit disappointed on the way I got out, but again, those are the things I'm working on. Those are the things that probably haven't come out much in the last 12 months. So it's always going to pop its help every now and then. I'm always going to get stuck on the crease every now and then. It's disappointing. We'll learn from it. I thought the way I went about it in the second innings was much better, and it was a little bit more like I played in Edgbaston. So hopefully can continue to produce that and just be nice and positive. I guess that's. I've had the faith from Payne and Jail to keep pushing the game and keep being positive. I think that's the way I play best. I think, yesterday, bang for a draw, I was still quite positive in moments I probably shouldn't have been. But again, my best, way of defence is sometimes attack, and it's sometimes going to work and sometimes not. And it's about picking the right moments, I think, and making sure that I'm on and doing what's best for the team.
You talk about being caught on the crease. I mean, does that become a bit more challenging a thing when they've got someone with real pace in the team, and I suppose the temptation is to give yourself as much time as you can?
Yeah, I didn't change anything from Edgbaston to this test. I guess it was one that. Yeah, Brody got bowled extremely well. First look at him, I guess he stuck me straight on it. So it's about making sure I pick up length quickly, make sure I'm really sharp. I think my process again was really good. So I think that showed yesterday in the way I was able to start and play yesterday. So one of them things, you got to make sure you're on every single ball. And you're playing world-class bowlers, you got to make sure you're on, otherwise they get the better of you. So it's one of them things that makes sure that each time I go out to bat, I'm going over the same process again, and hopefully more often than not it can work. I'll give myself a good start and then try and go on with them.
Travis, do you wear the stem guard?
Did yesterday.
You did yesterday, and you don't use previously?
Yeah, didn't usually. I think yesterday. Just I guess the conditions. I think in Australia it's somewhere where you can sway out of the way of them. The bounce is quite true. I think we've seen the Test match, especially with Lords with the slope. There was a lot of balls obviously following batters and going down the slope and whatnot. So I wore it yesterday. I'll probably wear it for the rest of the series, I guess, because I guess the wickets are a bit slower. You get some that do different things, and it's probably not as true bounce. So I guess, as you've seen, obviously with Steve getting hit, you can sometimes get yourself in tricky positions. So I think it'll become mandatory as well. I think it's become mandatory next year with CA. So I might as well get used to it now and start putting them on.
Are they in your kit anyway? And have you not worn them in the past because they're uncomfortable, like Smith? Is that what you reckon?
Yeah, it's something I've played around with. I thought they were kind of come in earlier, so I trialled them. Again, it's one of those things. They probably weren't as comfortable. I didn't really feel the difference yesterday. It's probably one of them things again. Like batters sometimes can be quite weird, and things that are working and things that aren't working. And I don't know, I might have worn them and missed out a couple of times, and they go back in the kit. But the doc carries them around and with the extra helmet, so I just grabbed the box of them and whacked them on. I think a few blokes did again with the bounce of the wicket, and a few blokes got in tricky positions. I think. Again, if it was a true wicket and then bouncing fine, I probably wouldn't have worried about it. But just with the wicket being a bit uneven, or a bit up and down, I guess, just be better safe than copping one, I guess.
Justin seemed almost surprised that they weren't mandatory. Do you think there'll be more guys now going to wear them, or is there almost has Justin talked about a team rule or anything like that?
No team rule. It's just each their own. I guess it's like me with my arm guard. There was no real reason why I popped up. It just saved myself a broken arm if I get hit. So. Again, there's a lot of guys wearing them again. There's a lot of bowlers. I think all bowlers are wearing them now. So I think it's the same thing. It's about trying to protect yourself from injury, I guess. I want to play every single game I can. So anything that can help or anything that can stop, I guess, something happening, take into account. And, it's up to the individual. If it becomes mandatory, then everyone will have them on. But it's each to their own, I guess, with that kind of stuff.
How are the bowlers? It's obviously an exceptionally short turnaround between tests.
Yeah, nice to obviously have half a day off yesterday, I guess. But yeah, I guess we've got the stock, haven't we? We've got so many here. But for the 3 guys that played, I think they're fine. They bowled exceptionally well. So yeah, quick turnaround, but the boys are fit and the boys have been going really well. So I can't see there being any issues fitness-wise from the guys. It would just be what Tim and JL and think what's best suited for here and what's best suited for us to win a test match.
Sorry, just like after a test like that, when a lot of people have been hit and there's so much talk about bouncers, do you actually go into the nets and almost just want to face a lot of bouncers just to get it out of your head, or because ducking and swing, like it's generally like batsmen do it, or like they have their own way of dealing with the short ball. Like, is there a fear that you can overthink it maybe?
Yeah, definitely can overthink it. I didn't change my preparation at all with thought of it. Again, we've all faced it before. We've all had that. We've all played the Shield cricket or county cricket for both teams and had that plan before. So each individual have their own plan. Whether guys will train more of it, unsure. I guess it comes down to the individual. We face it a fair bit at the nets. So when we're facing the bowlers in the sessions, they don't hold back. And that's been the case all the time. So that's been no different. So I guess we've always faced it. It's probably not a bad thing. The net session leading the Lords was fantastic because you have Starkey going at full tilt. You have all the bowlers going at full tilt. So there's no better place to sharpen up your skills to go into a test match. So we're very fortunate enough to obviously have so many bowlers and so much stock here to play with, but it's also nice to train against because it leaves you in good stead to play against the opposition. So, each guy will go about it their own way.
Last one.
Yeah, quickly. When you're facing the short ball with the side arm, because it's kind of whippy, like almost like a Jofra Archer action almost. Like how different is it like to facing like a bowler bull bouncers almost? Does it prepare you better?
No, I didn't feel no difference yesterday. I guess he's a little bit uncanny. Obviously, he ambles in and then it's in the shoulder. It's a bit like facing Boomer, I guess, during the summer. So again, I don't try and think about it too much. I just try and get in the contest and try to and just find a way. So that was the case yesterday. Obviously, he's got to get a little bit used to the action. It's something that I've not faced him a lot. So it was about giving myself an opportunity, weigh up all the conditions and how it is, and then get through it. So again, I think sometimes there's only one. I think there's only a couple of wickets from the short ball. So their most dangerous ball, and especially over here with the Duke ball when it swings and can move, is probably the most important ones on my stumps, and that's the one I'm worrying about the most. I think. Again, making sure that I'm positive, making sure I'm getting forward, and then reacting to it if it's short. So, not much thought goes into it.